Welcome to the Pretty and Profiting Show, your favorite show for branding, beauty, business, and the truth of how to be a boss lady and build your empire. Pause the show right now and grab your seat at prettyprofitsgift.com and enroll into the free 21-day e-course to build a brand that people crush on, gossip about, and buy from. And now, your host. She is the fierce money-making brand strategist and creative freaking genius, Nicole K. Lundy.
Hey, so this is another episode of the Pretty and Profiting Show. This is your host, Nicole K. Lundy. And before we get into today's topic, I just want to say thank you so much for all of your reviews, all of your comments, all of my people in the Pretty and Profiting Posse group on Facebook. Thank you so much, because I had the vision for this podcast and for creating a community from it. And quite frankly, without you, none of it would happen. If you don't listen to the show, if you don't join the Facebook group, nothing happens. And my vision, it'll just stay dormant and stay small. But because of you, it is growing. The movement is growing. We're flourishing. And I just want to say thank you. So today, this episode is for my new business owners, or what I like to say, my newish business owners, entrepreneurs. But the fabulous thing about this episode is that if you have been in business 2 or more years, you're not quite an infant in business. The strategies that we talk about today, the simple strategies that we talk about, I had to highlight simple, will help you to have a continuous flow of prospects coming into your business. My goal for everybody in my community, all of my clients, is that you have a waiting list of people that want to work with only you. Nobody else will do. Nobody else can substitute. They only want you. So even if you are booked or sold out, they will wait because you are the only solution they want. So the good news is that when you're an entrepreneur, starting or a veteran, you've had to go through this seasoning process. You had to be vetted. You had to work your ass off to get your first client. We all go through this. So the good news is that if you're starting and you have not signed on your first client yet, you have not made your first credit card payment, which is so exhilarating, FYI, it's okay. We've all been there. I remember, and I'm going to be sharing strategies that I used to get my client, but I could tell you when I got my website up, my cards were in the mail, I was hitting all the networking events in New York City, I was on social media, doing what you're supposed to do as a business owner, but still not having my first client. I knew I had to dig deeper. So I started, let's dig into strategy number one. Strategy number one is balls to the wall. I would say ovaries to the wall, but I was like, that may be a little too far. So let's just say balls to the wall. Go big or go home. Commit 100%. So the thing is, you have to know exactly what customer you like. I knew that because I was new to the branding world, and I'm not one to, wait and say, oh, I have my stripes, I paid my dues, because while that is a valid point, that's a valid way to do things, a lot of times when you go that route, you're not getting paid while you're paying your dues. And if you are a full-time entrepreneur, you have to be getting paid. So when I say balls to the wall, go big or go home, this is the mindset that you have to bring to getting your first client. And quite frankly, it's the mindset you have to bring all of the time for getting clients into the door. So what I did, and of course you could use my strategies, but it's really the strategy behind the strategy that I want you to get for your own business, is that I started doing joint venture partnerships, specifically for speaking. I started looking at people who were in business a year, 2, 3, maybe even 5 years longer than me. And I started researching what events they had coming up and what speaking opportunities that were available for them. I aligned my brand with people who were funky, people who were radical, people who were rebels, because, I wouldn't fit in a zipped up black suit, gray suit, uniform, corporate speak type of event. I really needed to show up in a place where my brand style, my brand personality would shine, because the host of the event was very aligned to my own brand personality and type. So what I do see a lot of times, my clients or even prospects, I'm just talking to them, they will say, Nicole, I'm doing the speaking and nothing's happening. Nobody's signing up at the back of the room. I thought this was like, a Hail Mary strategy. It worked for everybody. The reason it's not working for you, well, there may be several reasons, let's be honest. But the reason that I'm pretty sure is part of the formula of why it's not working is that you are not aligned with this event, with the host, with the theme of the event. So you need to be aligned. Before you even ask to speak, you need to do your own research and get real with yourself. Don't have a plan to dim yourself, dim your brand, dim your light, just so you could speak because it's a quote unquote reputable organization, event, whatever. Balls to the wall, be in alignment, and go after the big opportunities. Strategy number 1. Do not go after small meat and potato opportunities. When you need your first client, again, and I will say this again, balls to the freaking wall. It's go big or go home. It's all or nothing. Put yourself out there. Put yourself out there awesomely, and the opportunity will come. And the reason it will come is because part of this strategy is you are going to follow up and follow up and follow up and follow up again. You are going to follow up until they ask you, could you not call me anymore? And then you are going to say, for how long? Do you need 3 months? Do you need a 6-month break? You are not going to stop. There's this saying, and I know it's blanking on me at the moment, but it goes something like, the noisiest kettle or is it the noisiest bird gets the worm? Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, go big or go home, balls to the wall, oil or nothing. Go after the big opportunities and put yourself out there, and do not hold the crutches that you are a newbie. No. So we're going to take a quick break. I have 2 more strategies to share with you to get your first client and to keep clients coming back to you. We'll be right back. It's time to get bold and get your brand out there in a big, smart way. If you want more clients, a waiting list, in fact, the exact tools to make more money with your programs, to become the celebrity in your marketplace, generate more business opportunities to showcase your expertise, a zealous community of people in your tribe, and to make more money, I created the Monetize My Brand program to do exactly that for your business. Listen, the world is hungry for real, authentic brands that not only transforms their life, but impacts generations to come. Go to prettyprofits2015.com today and enroll. So today we're talking about getting your first customer. So of course, I'm talking to my newish business owners, entrepreneurs, but for my peeps who've been in business, the strategies I'm sharing with you, frankly, you need them to continue getting clients into your business. That's just how it works. So the first one is balls to the wall, go big or go home, all or nothing. Don't play the newbie game. Go after the biggest opportunities in your industry. So number 2 is I want you to get a little insane. When you start talking to prospects and you know that would be your perfect client, and they may say, well, I need this X, Y, and Z, and you know you can provide X and Y without a problem, and Z is something that you have little knowledge on, but it's very learnable, as in if you get the contract and you get the business with this person, you can go and learn this skill to deliver it. That's what I'm talking about. You have to jump off the edge. Do not play safe and over deliver and double. Let me backtrack. Over deliver, over promise. Actually, let me backtrack again. Over promise and doubly over deliver. It was a little twisted in my brain. I was trying to tell it to you. But that's how it goes. When you're getting your clients, when you're seeking out prospects, you have to reach out on a limb. You just have to. So deliver. Over promise, doubly over deliver. I would even say triply over deliver, because when you're getting your first client, especially because that kind of triggers everything else in terms of the testimonials you'll get, the word of mouth you'll get, the referrals you'll get, it's super important. But as you get more and more clients into your business, you want to have a systematic approach so that you promise what you're going to deliver to all of your clients, and you have lots of room to doubly over deliver, triply over deliver, quadruply over deliver. You know, I'm making up words, but you get my point. You will have a systemized approach as you get more clients in, but don't create the system, because that's just a way of hiding before you get your first client. You could set up all of this stuff behind the scenes and no money is still coming in. So focus on the sale. It's scary, I know, but you must do it. So my last point is that you have to bring in your brand story. Be real with your prospects. Show them your journey from where you started to where you are now as it relates to their issue, and show them how much more awesome your life is now. This is where brand story comes in, because I don't believe you will even get prospects in the door without having a deliberate and intentional emotional connection to your target audience through your about page, through your service or product page, through your videos, through everything. It's the emotional connection of why people buy. The thing is, as business owners, we go to the mall, we go to stores, we go on Amazon.com, and we buy everything from an emotional basis. Now, there's a few exceptions like laundry detergent and a scrub brush. I mean, there's really no emotional connection there, at least not for me, because it's just for doing chores, which is not my most favorite activity in the world. But for certain things like my wallet, I've been searching for a wallet, random story I know, for the last at least 3 months. I've been on Etsy, I've been on Amazon, I'm searching Google, and I still haven't found the perfect wallet because I don't have an emotional connection. I needed to have a certain amount of card slots. I wanted to look fancy, fly, and fresh and modern. And I'm not finding that perfect module. I'm not finding that perfect design. I'm saying module like I'm creating a class. But anyway, it's the same process. It's an emotional thing. It's where I keep my money. It's where I keep, my little wealth affirmations. A wallet is important for me. It's an emotional connection to my money. And I have an emotional connection because it's a tool I use to help my family, to retire my parents, to expand my business, to help, you to produce this show. It's a very emotional connection because it serves an important place in my life. So with that said, you have to bring you into the picture, show that you are human, that you're not really a robot, that you do have feelings and you do understand the position and the situation that your prospect and target audience is in. Okay. So if you need clients, whether you're just starting out and you need your first client, or you've been in business, but you still don't have that process down, that system down for continuously getting a steady flow of prospects into your business, apply these 3 strategies and everything will change. I know the term game changer is kind of played out like the word swag, but listen, it is game changing. This is your host, Nicole K. Lundy, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Pretty and Profiting Show. Now, I want you to join the Pretty and Profiting Posse over on Facebook. It's simple to join. Just go to Facebook, type in Pretty and Profiting in the search box, and click join. Hurry, we're waiting on you. Until next time, stay pretty and stack those profits.